Catron EventX and SD90. In today's video, I'm going to give you my opinion in sound quality and difference in sound quality between those two instruments. I didn't want to compare them earlier because I wanted to have some time to spend with both instruments to compare them very deeply. I like to, when I'm working with some instrument, I like to explore that instrument very deep. So I want to try everything, and I have always several questions that I am asking myself, and I need answers on those questions. And then when I am sure, then I can tell you my opinion. And now I'm sure that I know exactly what I want to tell you when I am comparing those two instruments in sound quality. Okay. Catron SD90 is excellent instrument, but EventX is fantastic instrument. It's even better than SD90. When I presented some of my videos, past videos, and you were able to hear some differences in sound quality between those two instruments, some of you you commented like maybe there is difference only in FX section or EQing or something like that. Maybe there is not a lot of difference. Maybe we can just do some tweaking on SD90 and we can get whatever we can get on EventX. That is not correct. So let me explain you. First, I will start with dry sound that is coming out from EventX. That dry sound is more natural, with more body in mid frequencies, like it has a warmer sound, more natural, pleasant sound that is more acceptable for my ears as something that I like to hear comparing to SD90. Yes, SD90 is great instrument. It sounds great. Until yet, that was the best instrument for me, especially rhythm section. If you remember when I was comparing SD90 to Yamaha Genus and Korg PA4, I told you that I have to repeat some stuff, that Yamaha Genus is some kind of instrument that has processed sound, remind me of nice hi-fi sound or studio sound that is mostly used for cover songs or presentation on YouTube or social media, or some instrument that has some kind of sound of background music or good recording. For example, something that is, I have feeling that when I'm listening to Genus is kind of good recording of some performance. So, and there is always missing some body in mid frequencies of that sound. If I want to buy instrument for studio, of course, the best instrument on the first place is it would be Yamaha Genus, because it's stable, works very well with Cubase, and it has processed nice sound. But Korg and Catron, they have some kind of live sound. It cuts very well through the space. It is more powerful sound. For you to understand that, I will tell you something. You know a difference between hi-fi speakers, studio speakers, and live speakers. Hi-fi speakers are nice, wide, soft, and you can enjoy listen to that music in space at home. But studio speakers are more precise. They are made for mixing, for critical listening of every instrument and making all those songs to sound nice on hi-fi speakers. But live speakers are powerful, strong, direct. They have that kind of rough power that is needed to cut very well through the space in live environment. So that is Catron and Korg comparing to Yamaha sound. That is what I was always thinking when I was describing those instruments. That is my opinion. That is what I hear. That is what I feel. You may have another feeling or another opinion, that is your opinion, and I have respect for that, no problem. But this is my opinion, and I try to explain you why is that my opinion. I gave you a couple of examples. Now, this sound from Event, let us go back, comparing to SD90, I told you why I feel it is better. Now we will talk about FX. Some of you told that maybe you can tweak FX in SD90 and do some EQing and get sound from FX that you have in Event. No, you cannot. Imagine that sound that is coming in SD90 is playing in one room. FX, it is space. So it is space where you put all those instruments. That is that space, and you are dealing with this space. You can adjust that space, but it is that space. It is a room. It is nice sounding room, and you are getting nice sound. But now somehow this EventX is another room, another space, even better room, even better space. Now all those sounds sound much better because in better room, in better acoustic, everything is much better. So those are two rooms. If you want to get this sound of EventX, you have to take sounds and put it in this room. So that is huge difference in quality of FX section that you can find in EventX, beside of features than comparing in SD90. SD90 is good, but EventX is better. Of course, price is higher. 1,000 euros is more you have to pay for EventX than that you have to pay for SD90. But you don't need to go to EventX. SD90 is a good instrument. Only if you are picky and you are looking for better sound and you want to have better sound and you have that feeling that you will get more you can create better material if you are listening to better sound, then in this case you can go with EventX. So beside of FX, beside of sound that is coming out from EventX on better way, rich sound, you have new instruments, great new instruments, new features and combinations of instruments. Now, I will go again a little bit back. SD90 has much better rhythm section than PA4, I told you. But PA4 has better solo section than SD90. What was my complaint to SD90? All those combination of the sounds, they didn't come out so well from SD90. I always missed combination that I had from PA4. It comes better. It is some kind of colored sound, is not so clear, but it is better completely in whole package. It is better combination of the sounds that is what I was listening that is coming out from PA4 comparing to those clean sounds and maybe natural sounds from Event, but in combination they didn't have success. But now EventX with even 6 sounds and plus Rover organ, you can, and those effects, everything is coming out amazing. Much, much, much better. Now it is solved. Now right hand from EventX is amazing. Solo section is much better. New level. Now intervals, so rich sound, and you can make combination that are really, really amazing. And all those functions will put your music on much higher level, and you will get something that you never was able before to hear or make or play on any instrument. Like when we are comparing PA4 and PA5, PA5 is better sounding instrument than PA4. Better FX section, more new instruments, more features, better rhythm section, better bass guitars, a lot of things that are better on PA5 than on PA4. But if we are comparing now PA5 to SD90, PA5 is better than SD90. But now if we are comparing EventX to PA5, EventX is better than PA5, minimum 25%. And every of you, whenever you have opportunity to put those instruments together, and when you hear that, you will say right away, honestly, everybody, you will say, Event is better. But now I will tell you something else. So I told you my opinion, and I explained myself why I think on that way. But if you are a musician, it is very important your feeling, what you like, what you don't like. So if you like Genos, or if you like Korg PA5, or if you like Catron, doesn't matter which instrument you choose. Whatever you like, that is the best option for you. Because it doesn't mean that you will be better musician, better sounding musician if you are using EventX instead of Korg PA5. It means that maybe for you, PA5 works better than EventX. Maybe for you, Genos works better than any of those instruments because you like that sound, and that sound will give you motivation, and you will be happy, and your presentation, when you play, will be better to audience. So it means that instrument that you choose, that you like, that makes you happy, is right instrument for you. So that is something that you must have on your mind. So there is nobody who can tell you what is the best. I can tell you my opinion. Generally, one fact is true, that when you are listening EventX and PA5, EventX sounds better. And everybody is going to say one when you play that same songs. But what is going to be your way of performing presentation, this is another story. When you put your styles, when you make them, and when you work on them, and workflow on instrument, how it works, so it is very important. And that is something that you should care about. That is something that is going to make big difference in your performing. So you know how you work, how you think, what you want. So if you have your way of thinking and working, that is very important for you. So if it's that, in this case, PA5 or PA4 or Genos or Event, then you have to decide, or SD90, then you have to decide. That is a very important thing. So please put your opinion about this. Thank you very much for watching this video, and see you in my next video. Have a great day.